Welcome to Whiskey's a Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano. Today, you're watching a new channel segment that I'm starting up in August. This is going to be my bottle battle. I'm going to take a random sample that I have. I have 20 paired random samples that I've mixed up with my whiskey collection, and I just randomly drew these things out of the pile. I'm going to pour them, taste them, give you guys my thoughts on them, and then we're going to kind of see what it is that I like the most. This is another way that I am using my whiskey collection to share with you. And this is not a new way, because people do bottle battles all the time, or they do a whiskey versus whiskey. But because my channel is Whiskey Promiscuous, I'm going to have a whole bunch of different things in these samples. I might have an Irish single pot still. I might have an Irish single malt. I could also have bourbons, ryes, Japanese whiskeys, American single malts. What else do I have in my collection? Peated single malts, scotch, blended malts. So everything is up in the air. Again, I have 20 paired samples. The two samples that I have here, I have it listed on the bottom. I'm not sure exactly what it is. In a way, I kind of do, because I'm the person that's mixing these things up, and I'm the one that is doing the matching. They could be similar whiskeys, they could be similar age, they could be anything. Allocated, non-allocated, and holy cow, that is sweet. Okay, enough being said, I think you have the idea. I'm going to smell and taste glass number 1, and then smell and taste glass number 2. I'll probably do A/B comparison, kind of figure out what I like, and then we'll get on with it. So if you are new to this channel, and you think you're going to like this second Friday bottle battle, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. After I get through this video, if you like it, give me a like, share it with somebody in the whiskey world that might get enjoyment out of it. Comment down below once we figure out what it is that we're drinking. And you guys already know, and I'm gonna go ahead and post it on the front of this board, what is what, and then we'll see how it goes. All right. On to glass number 1. And I start to realize I don't really pour a whole lot in my videos. This is a 1 ounce pour, and I don't think I actually drink a full ounce on camera. All right. Well, that is interesting. That is very sweet. Dark, deep brown sugars, vanilla, honey. My guess is just by the color, it's going to be a bourbon. My guess is going to be, based on what I'm smelling, it's going to be finished. I get a little bit of banana. It is definitely sweet. It smells like it's going to be extremely viscous. It smells like it's going to be very sweet, and it smells like it's going to have some pretty dark notes to it. All right, let's go and get this thing on the palate. Oak, a little bit of spice. The sweetness is there. The sweet that I get is a grapey, vanilla, dark brown sugar. There's an interesting note in here. I know I don't have this in the mix, but this reminds me of the 2022 special release of Yellowstone. That just comes to mind, but I know in this whole paired samples, Yellowstone is not in there. But this is interesting. It smells delicious. It tastes delicious. The ABV, my glasses keep sliding down my nose. It's hot in Arizona, and my air conditioner is off. Otherwise, you're going to be hearing the air conditioner rumble, and my glasses keep sliding. This is good. It's sweet. The ABV, or the proof, I want to say probably a little bit above 100. That's my guess. But this is very good. And whatever I'm smelling is probably a combination of these two, and it's extremely sweet. Let's go ahead and move on to glass number 2 and see what we're working with. A little bit of banana in there, because I picked up a banana in here as well. So I don't know if that's holy cow. All right, I do have something in my collection. This reminds me of a Buffalo Trace product. I get a little bit of popsicle grape note in here. It smells very proofy. You know what? These smell very similar. This smells sweeter than this, but this has more proof. But I still get dark notes of dark brown sugar, the vanilla, the honey. Looking at how dark this is, I'm guessing it would be a bourbon. And based on what I'm getting on the nose, I think it might be finished. Let's go ahead and get it on the palate. Holy crap, that's good. Ooh, that is up there in the ABV. I still do get hints of that Yellowstone Special Release 2022, which makes me think that maybe these samples that I picked because it's finished whiskey. Holy crap, that is exceptional. First impressions, this blows the doors off of this one. I'm gonna go in for another sip. All right, I get a little bit of banana, a little apple, that dark cherry note, the dark chocolate note, dark brown sugar. This almost reminds me of George T. Stagg. I do have the George T. Stagg 2022 release. The ABV that I'm getting on the nose, I think this is probably 120 plus. It just has that ethanol heat to it without being too much of a burn. This is amazing. Immediately, it's ABV. That's definitely 120 plus. Well, not definitely. That's my guess. 120 plus. Good amount of oak. That cherry sweetness, dark brown sugar. I'm taking back my honey. I don't think there's any honey in here. It does have a fruit sweetness that this one has. They taste very similar, but this is higher in ABV, higher in complexity. It's this dialed up. That's really good. I'm going to speed this part up, but I want to go back and forth between the two. I'll be right back. All right. I have my final decision, and it hasn't changed. Everything with the exception of the nose. I prefer this one, hands down. This does smell on the nose slightly better than this. I get a little bit more out of this as far as the sweetness goes. I do get some banana. I get a little bit of wine vibes with this. I get a finishing note, and this is all coming across as very dark and very sweet. The ABV on this one is killing a little bit of the nose, but what this lacks in the nose is far exceeding on the palate. Very complex, very deep, very rich fruit flavors, dark brown sugar, banana note is there. This definitely has to be finished. That would be my guess. ABV is extremely high. On the palate, this comes across as pretty oaky, bursting with flavors. You get sweet, you get spice. I think everything that you're gonna want in a whiskey, bourbon, rye, single malt, whatever it is, this has it hands down over this one. So this one, hands down, is the winner for my inaugural bottle battle. Now let's go ahead and see what we are dealing with. I'll grab the bottles and give you some information. I'm excited. I'm guessing, I'll guess, since that's kind of why we're here. My guess is finished. My guess is bourbon. And my bottle guesses, if I had to guess something, since they are very similar to that finished Yellowstone 2022 limited edition or special release, my guess would be that I'm dealing with a cigar blend. That's what I'm guessing. And knowing that I do have a cigar blend in the mix, I'm guessing that this is going to be the Old Elk Cigar Cut, and this is going to be the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. So let's go ahead and see if I actually have the glasses correct. So, glass number one. Okay, so Old Elk Cigar Cut. So I was right on that. Bourbon, and it's finished. And then we have the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Let me go ahead and grab the bottles and then give you a little bit of information. This is the first time I ever had a Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, and it's phenomenal. I can't tell you or express to you how much better this is from this. But I also know that this is much more expensive and very hard to find. But I've been searching for this one just because everybody raves about it, and I understand why. Let me grab the bottles. All right, I forgot where I put them. So we have the Old Elk Cigar Cut. This is coming in at $120.99. And then the Joseph Magnus, this is $204.99. And if you're wondering, this is batch number 165. The proof is coming in at, or the ABV is 60.01, bottle number 325. And then the Old Elk, their cigar cut, this is 55.3% ABV. So we're looking at 110.6 proof. Looks like cask, secondary aged, sherry cask, Armagnac cask, port cask, and cognac cask. So that's going to be the cigar cut. And this one, I do believe, is very close. So finished in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac. So there you go. Those are the finishes. That's what I have for you guys today. That's where I'm going to leave it. Again, do all those things that YouTubers ask you to do. Like, subscribe, share, turn on the bell notification because I go live with videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And until next time, enjoy your journey, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. Ooh-wee, that is fantastic. Pricey, but fantastic. Worth $200? I don't know. I know everybody's all over the place with their prices. Other than the George T. Stagg, I don't know if I have anything else in my collection that is as good as this. Man, that's phenomenal. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.